My traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, the dawn is breaking on the stage that holds our final destiny. And so my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, don't dream it, be it, because the show must go on. And on today's episode, I'm not quite sure if I am addressing the collective directly or if we're talking about someone or something in the collective's energy. But thus far, under the deck, I am seeing somebody having like long-term anxiety over some sort of decision-making process, and this has to do with like, I don't know, maybe a not so great relationship or a not so great behavior pattern. And it might involve like past people, past relationships, something like that. And what I see on the table thus far, we have the Page of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the Lovers. And what I want to look at, like the way this Page of Wands and Seven of Cups is positioned, right? It seems like someone is perhaps tentatively making some sort of positive change, or they're taking some sort of positive action away from some sort of perhaps not so great behaviors, or this is someone actually leaving like lots of options. Somebody might have been more in like, I want to have lots of casual relationships instead of like a monogamous relationship, or it was like literal like promiscuity, like someone using casual sex or casual partners as self-harm, because there is a difference. If it is if it's either of those first two, this is someone making the decision to leave either the healthy version or the unhealthy version of those behaviors behind, and likely forming some sort of monogamous relationship. This would be someone who is consensually choosing monogamy, not someone who's like kind of judging themselves because they actually are more ethically non-monogamous or polyamorous. This is something that's like, it'd be a positive situation for this person to do what they're doing. We're not talking about monogamy or anything like that. It could still be that whatever, like if this was like a polycule, right? Whoever has been participating in the polycules, it's still been like dysfunctional relationships. And this person is kind of recognizing it, but they've had a lot of long-term anxiety from like separating from this thing, or in examining like why this sorts of stuff is going on. So if they are entering into a new polycule, or if they are still remaining ethically non-monogamous, they are now doing these things like in a healthier way. This is like their own romantic and or sexual relationship with themselves. So it could be any one of those things, yet we shall see. Oh, and I'm attempting the one deck challenge. I don't know, it might be the one deck challenge with like one clarifier. We'll find out. So let's go ahead and check out, okay, yes, that came out all at once. Somebody is having a hard time making a decision here. Two of Swords, Five of Cups. It's also giving procrastination, because I don't know if it's hard for this person to change, or if like this is someone that doesn't like upsetting certain people. But it is likely this person will like come to some sort of positive outcome like with a group of people. It seems like there are at least multiple partners here with that Three of Cups. And the thing is, it's like these are people that this person partied with. Like at the time, in the season that this person was in, it seems like mostly positive. Like they were having fun. It's sort of giving more, I am perhaps just being real about not being like serious about anybody. I'm being real about being casual, but it's looking like that season is over. Right? Like we're changing this now, and here is this anxiety. And it's sort of like, I don't know what this is coming from yet. It may have to do with like the communicating of this information to people. I don't know if it's hurting other people or it like feels like someone's getting backstabbed, because I also see this Magician with the Six of Cups under here, and what it's feeling like is perhaps this person's past people, be they casual relationships, a polycule, whatever it was. I don't know if maybe these other people are like upset and angry and are like maybe being not healthy with this person. I don't know. And that is what is causing this person anxiety, or they are in fact anticipating behavior like that. So let's go ahead and see what's under this Page of Wands. We have the High Priestess. This is someone making some sort of positive change for themselves. It's something that's coming from a very wise place. They also may perhaps be keeping it to themselves at the moment, or just like making quiet moves. That also could be the thing. If this person is moving quietly, but they are also ending relationships, but not explaining why, that could be an issue. So let's see what's under the Seven of Cups. We have the Sun. Whatever that Seven of Cups is, that could also be some form of like just cleaning up stuff with like substances. It could be like pure sobriety if that's the choice they want to make, or it could be just like, because we saw that Nine of Cups, Three of Cups, it's very partying vibes. So this person might be cleaning up their boundaries with their substances and how they have a good time, but that doesn't necessarily mean like flat out sobriety. It just means like instead of doing this every single day of the week, maybe they do it 2 to 3 times a week, you know? And then underneath this Lovers, or this could be if it's more of the relation, it's not really not giving me the relationship thing. It is kind of giving me more clarity, like clear-mindedness. So it could also be clear-mindedness about the people who they're around. That could be it. So underneath this Lovers is the Eight of Cups. So I'm like, that could be leaving a partnership or several partnerships to go and do something else, something that's like suiting them more. So let's go around again. Because I still don't know. This could be the collective. It could be an energy that's in the collective, like around the collective, I mean, if I'm not addressing the viewer directly. All right, Page of Wands, High Priestess. Okay, all of this. Nine of Wands, like I said, but whatever this like movement is, whatever move this person is making, it's like not easy for some reason. It's not easy. Ace of Swords, but they like understand they have to do it. King of Cups, it's like for their own like emotional health, mental health. That is also kind of giving like a little bit of like sobriety and stuff. It's just like, I'm not like, but why, before I move on, why Nine of Wands on that? Why Nine of Wands? It could just be because these are very entrenched behaviors, and even when we're making a change that we know is ultimately good for us, there's still a lot of resistance to making changes. It's because it's a big change, death. Like this person's making some kind of like radical lifestyle change, or lots of them. And so it's just like, that's hard to do. So let's go ahead and look at this Seven of Cups, the Sun. The King of Wands, this person, even though this is tough for this person, I don't see them stopping. Like the Sun, like this is very like, this person has a fire lit under them. It seems like they're very, very motivated. That's also potentially like a very charming person, or a life of the party energy with our King of Wands. Three of Pentacles. At the moment, that's giving just more like, I need a stable environment around me, and maybe what I've been doing isn't cultivating that. Okay. Yeah, like this person kind of is like, they want to focus on like their health, their stability within their own environment, and also it's looking like money as well. So this person is doing some sort of a like lifestyle overhaul, to where it's sort of like, we're going from party person to like very, it's not like, when I say conservative, I don't mean like Republican. I just mean like that's like a way more conservative type of lifestyle. As in just like not partying as much, working on my money, like making sure that like I have a structure and a routine instead of this more like maybe like bohemian thing that they've been doing. And so now the Lovers, 8 of Cups. The Lovers, 8 of Cups. This person is leaving like a party lifestyle. I've got the 9 of Cups and the Ace of Wands. It is giving both substances and like sexual activity, but I'm not getting like, at the moment, I'm really not getting that this person was like abusing themselves in any way with substances or sexual activity. It just seems more like this, like in this season, I was enjoying doing this. And in this season, I think I would prefer to do this. That's what this feels like at the moment. Because I have Justice here. This is about just like creating a different sort of life, Ace of Pentacles. But we'll ask, why did this person decide to make this change? All right, all of this. This person decided to make this change because of another person, Queen of Swords. 10 of Swords. Okay, so there's like there's what happened. Something did happen here. There was some sort of inciting incident. Queen of Swords, 10 of Swords. I don't know if somebody said something to them that was hard to hear, or if the Queen of Swords is giving more like this person is actually like verbally abusive in some way, or like they had a partner betray them in some way. Any of those things could be possible at the moment. Page of Swords, this is like some type of like communication. But I'm torn at the moment. I'm going to need some more information because it's almost giving that the Queen of Swords, I don't know if that's an abusive party. That's what I'm questioning. It's almost giving that like somebody said something to them that was like, truth hurts. And I don't know, like it might have been that they received that communication petulantly. But I haven't completely like negated the other storylines that I'm talking about with like partner betrayal, the Moon. I'm leaning in the other direction right now. I'm leaning that like somebody told this person something that they perhaps didn't want to hear and it like hurt them. And then this Page of Swords and the Moon is kind of like, I don't know how to take that. I don't know how to take that, but let's go ahead and see because I'm still kind of like, I don't know. Queen of Swords is, no, this person, okay, the Queen of Swords, this isn't an abusive person, I don't think. Queen of Swords is clarified by like the Page of Pentacles and the Hermit. Whoever that Queen of Swords is, it's someone likely who they know in real life. It might have been someone that they were attracted to. Queen of Swords, right, that's a kind of cold energy. I don't know that these two were in a relationship. At least not like, it's not sexual, not romantic. If it is, it's like an intellectual thing. But this is someone this person knows in real life. Potentially they were attracted to them. And also like the Hermit, whoever that Queen of Swords is, they are a wise person. So it's giving a little bit more truth hurts at the moment. 10 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, Strength. It could be that this Queen of Swords said something, like they rejected them, maybe. Like they might have tried to like approach this Queen of Swords and they're just like, like there was, or like if they didn't approach, it's sort of like they were interested in this person communicated something to them and it felt like a rejection. It felt like a rejection, like a strong one, a powerful one with that strength. Like the strength at the moment to me is boosting this 5 of Pentacles, this sense of rejection or feeling left out, which makes sense with the 10 of Swords. It's like powerful rejection. And so then what's going on with this Page of Swords? Page of, like this person had to recover from this, or they had to think about what this person said with that 4 of Swords, because it's sort of like they took it kind of bad, and I don't know if they were upset about it, but then it's like, I have to think about this. And then the Moon. Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles, it's looking like from their uncertainty, they arrived at several things. I've got a Queen of Wands under the deck, and I'm going to look at this like Four of Swords and Seven of Pentacles like combined now, because this all seems like one kind of pondering energy. It's sort of like this person was thinking about their relationships. The Magician and the Two of Cups, these are either relationships that they created, or it's sort of like, I'm going to pull one more on that Magician, because I don't know if this person is maybe used to getting their way with other people. Like, oh, I just do this, and then this person's like into me, right? And what was kind of the inciting incident for this is like, oh, if I want this person, or if I want like what I want, whatever this person wanted, it might have been obvious to them that their usual tricks, their usual magic was not going to get them into the relationship that they wanted. But I'm looking at that Magician because sometimes it's sort of like this, I don't know if this person was maybe a touch more manipulative. Yes, okay, there is something about the way that this King of Wands used to behave, and it is giving manipulation. I have Four of Cups and the Fool under the deck. What came out was the Four of Pentacles and Five of Swords for that Magician. That is some sort of way that this person engaged with partners where they would like this is almost like, it's manipulation, but it's sort of like, I'm not communicating to establish intimacy. The communication that I'm doing is to make sure I get exactly what I want. It's like that hoarding. Like I'm hoarding partners, I'm hoarding people who like adore me or something like that. It's also kind of like silent treatment as well. It could be. This person might have manipulated other people through head games. And that's not going to work on Queen of Swords, Hermit. And so this person might have had a wake-up call because of this. So, all right, I'm going to get our Queen of Swords and King of Wands. Technically, this is not, like I'm losing the one deck challenge as I tend to do, because I'm going to put everything back and reshuffle because I want to go into a new series of questions about these people in particular. And we will start with our King of Wands here. All right, our King of Wands. Can we have information on this King of Wands prior to their interaction with the Queen of Swords? Just want to get a general vibe on this person. Well, that's the Two of Cups. I know it is. I was going to say fuckboy. Like, it might be a fuckboy or a fuck girl or a fuck them. It's kind of an odd way to put that. Let's see here. So the Two of Cups, the Hermit, and the Four of Wands. Okay, so this person was not a commitment person, I don't think. Two of Cups, the Hermit, Four of Wands. This seems like ghosting relationships or ghosting commitments. I'm going to get a little bit more. Yeah, Six of Wands, this person was more concerned kind of, let's just call it with their own ego, with people giving them attention. The relationships aren't really about like an actual relationship, like an actual mutual exchange. They're about this person feeling big and bad. So it is like kind of more player energy. The Hermit, this is about this person ghosting love, or like sequestering themselves from love because they just want to have a good time. The issue, like, there's not an issue with that. What the issue is with this person is the manipulation, them not being upfront about this. I guarantee you this person was dealing with people who, like, this person left a trail of bodies, right? It's something like that. Like, they didn't want to deal with like people who were only other casual people. They were just dealing with anybody who they could manipulate. And that's like very messy. All right, and this Four of Wands, yeah, it's like, this is them, like whenever things got serious with their past people, they would dip. Four of Wands, Two of Wands, Six of Cups. This also could be someone who like continuously returned to exes or past people. But it's all part of the game. Like this person might have had a pool, right? A rotating pool of options that they would kind of, you know, whatever. So that's our King of Wands for now. And so what's the general vibe on this Queen of Swords before encountering our King of Wands? All right, our Queen of Swords, the Hanged Man. Like this person is this is a wizard who ponders orbs. Okay, like this person's a thinker. This person's they could be an introverted observer of people. I got quick wit, but this person cares. Knight of Cups, this person likely leads with the heart. Like they're not like, this person wouldn't be someone who says something harsh to someone else or something truthful in order to harm them. They like care about people's situations, and they would probably only say it to someone who they felt like fairly close with. Knight of Cups, this person also could be a romantic of some sort. Five of Cups, dealing with some sort of grief or depression. This person could deal with depression. Or they have in fact had like past people, like with that Knight of Cups, Five of Cups, past like issues like within relationships with this Five of Swords. They might have been sabotaged by past people, and so it's made them kind of frosty about like what to look out for in relationships. Six of Swords, yeah, this is also like cunning woman or cunning person energy. The Six of Swords, these are all like, to me, Queen of Swords, we had the Hermit before on them. Hanged Man, Six of Swords, this is someone who is very wise by experience. They also could be witchy. In this deck, that Six of Swords often gives me kind of like river witch or swamp witch, because the frog is there. And they're in a boat, don't you ever forget. And then this Knight of Cups. This person actually might be a therapist of some kind. Knight of Cups, I have the Star. The Four of Swords, again, like a thought-based card, and the World. They might be a therapist of some sort. They might like publicly say things. Like therapist is like what I mean by public. But I mean, they could, I don't know, maybe they give TED Talks or whatever. I don't know. They could speak on meditation as well with that Four of Swords. But this is something that this person like knows a lot about. So that Five of Cups might not be their own grief. It's about helping others with their grief situations or things that like aren't working for them. This person speaks on that. They could have formal training in it and do it professionally, or not. It could just be like the advice friend, right? Page of Wands, this is about like transmutation. They don't necessarily have to be like a metaphysical person, but it's sort of like turning your Five of Cups into the Page of Wands. Good news, it's about turning around. Like, look, this Five of Cups and Page of Wands, you can see them below. This person is facing the Three Cups, turning around and being new, facing the Two Cups, right? It's about helping people turn around in situations that they don't prefer. Five of Swords. That could be helping people recognizing their own patterns. Or because of what this person knows, it's sort of like they're in bullet time. Whenever somebody like this King of Wands will approach them, they're just like, I'm not affected by anything that you're doing. It could be that as well. King of Cups. To me, it's sort of like both. Like this person isn't going to fall for any charmer or any sort of manipulation. They're just going to walk right through that. But I would say that this person also knows like how to transmute in that way. And also to successfully, like Five of Swords is that kind of the more tropey way to refer to this card as winning at any cost. It's this person might have a way to motivate people, right, into really sticking with the behavior change that's ultimately going to bring them a lot more emotional fulfillment and happiness. So it's stuff like that. So that's who this person was prior to this King of Wands. So now, how did these two people run across each other? And remember, if you're vibing with this reading, like, this feels very familiar, but I don't know, and I'm saying, how did they? It's possible that this hasn't happened yet. These people will run across each other. So if there's anything in this story that you want to manifest, and it's like it's speaking to you, that's what's going on. So how'd these people meet? Oh, this person might have ended up in the social circle or in the rotation of, like, this person, the King of Wands, might have wanted this person to be an option, or they were in the same social circle. It's something like that. That's how these people knew each other. 9 of Wands, that's either the rejection, King of Pentacles. Like, this is like the okay, the 7 of Cups is like how they met. They were somehow in the same social circle. I don't know, like, I'm gonna pull again. I don't think this Queen of Swords was this person's option, because I think this person, the King of Wands, because who's directly under the King of Wands is the King of Pentacles. I believe this is the same person. It seems like with this 9 of Wands, King of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, they experienced that social rejection kind of right off the bat maybe, but I'll look at that because we could be talking about a past party. I am hearing no though. I don't know. I got the 7 of Swords and the Moon. I don't know that this Queen of Swords ever knew how this person actually felt. I don't know, like, this seems like, so why did this person experience this like as rejection? Because it seems like this person did not approach, or like not directly. Oh, okay, so we got 9 of Wands, the Empress, and the 7 of Pentacles. It's almost like this person, whoever that King of Wands is, they have to be hanging out in like the same social circle as that Queen of Swords. This person, I don't know, they might have had designs with this 7 of Swords that they're like, I'm gonna get that one. I'm gonna get that one in my harem. That might have been what they were thinking, and like that did not, but they didn't say anything. They didn't say anything. Or like whatever little bait that they threw out, that Queen of Swords isn't going to go for this. Why? So they experienced a rejection, not because this Queen of Swords said anything to them, but why? Like, just based on either the Queen of Swords not responding to that bait, if that is bait on that 7 of Swords, this person realized through maybe long-term observation, this Queen of Swords is the Empress, and the Empress isn't going for a King of Wands. And I will say this would be an upside down, like here's the exact energy. King of Wands, 6 of Wands in the negative, okay? King of Wands, 6 of Wands, 2 of Cups. Now, the Empress, Queen of Swords is not going to go for that. So this person, let me look at this 7 of Swords really quickly. Was this actually something that they enacted, or were they just silent? Like, this was just an observation. It seems like they tried to do something. 10 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, the Chariot. They tried to do some work here, and it's like, this is like curving energy. It's like, whoop, like, it's like, if these is like, I'm gonna try this work over here, and then the Queen of Swords, Empress, Knight of Pentacles just went, Skrr! Like, no, they like dodged it. They probably, and the thing is, what is that 10 of Wands? This person tried something, and this person just went, nope. but it's still giving, if they tried something, it was like a little head game thing. Like they would have tried like negging this person or something like that. And this person was just like, yeah, I'm not responding to that. I'll just walk over here and mind my own business. Because whatever it was very transparent. Which these things tend to be. Like, I don't know that I've ever run into anybody at all. Like when someone describes someone else as like, oh, they were a master manipulator, because somebody who I knew kind of described someone that I later like had some contact with as a master manipulator and very like charismatic in the whole ordeal. And when I ran into this person, I was like, I see why some people might think that, but like there's only a certain type of person. So like that, like whenever I hear people talking about master manipulator, I'm not saying it doesn't exist, period, but it's sort of like, if you have your like mental shit together and you recognize some very, very basic signs, and you're not the sort of person who like, typically the sort of person who are going to fall into that trap are people, it's like, it does tend to be people pleasers, just straight up. It's people who don't like people being angry with them, and it's people who want like everybody to be okay. And so they're going to go out of their way, like if somebody's upset, or like I'm going to do extra work because I can't handle that person's upsetness or something. Like that's how that tends to happen, not all the time, but a lot of the time based on what I've seen. And so if you just flat out you don't care about, because this isn't a situation where like you're actually hurting someone's feelings. This is someone who would be playing petulant with you to get you to jump higher or through a particular sort of hoop. And so if you're looking at that hoop and going, dream on, bitch, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work with you. And it's something like, I would say that those types of manipulation tactics in general, okay, because there are like situations where it is reversed, because people are socialized generally, and nothing is gender essentialist or anything, but like when we're talking about men and women in the traditional sense of the word, those genders do tend to be long-term socialized differently, and they receive punishments, very, very severe punishments for not performing masculinity or femininity in specific ways, right? So when I'm saying in general, that doesn't mean like if you recognize what I'm saying about those certain traits or behaviors in your past and you are a man, like I'm not trying to exclude you. I'm just saying traditionally men and boys tend to be socialized not to do that, and women and femmes and girls tend to be socialized to do that. And I mean the people pleaser stuff, the being nice, the being accommodating, the making sure everyone's comfortable at the expense of their own needs, their own wants, their own health, in general. So it's typically, when I see it for the most part, it's happening to women and femmes, though not always. I have seen it reversed. It's just the higher percentage tends to be with the women and femmes. And so if you just don't do this, it's not going to happen to you, but you also can't care about someone trying to come at you for like being a bitch or whatever. Like you just can't care about that. Because yeah, people will try when you're like when you're not performing femininity in the way that people want you to, and they have been brainwashed to expect, then they get bent out of shape sometimes. And depending on the type of person, that can even lead to, in the very, very extreme, right? It's a very small percentage, depending on your environment, that's going to lead to actual violence. But what I mean by violence, usually, like I've had it lead to like angry outbursts and things, and I'm just like, I don't give it, I don't care. I just don't care. Like you're angry for no reason. If somebody was if like I had made someone angry and it was actually like an offensive thing that I had done, then I would care. But if they're just mad because I'm not jumping through a hoop, no, I don't care. You can go away. So that's what I'm seeing here. So what is this 10 of Wands? 10 of Wands, whatever this was, this person like really expected it to work. Like this thing like always works for this person. Yes, this is like a way that they create drama. Oh my gosh, this is, if it is a man, this is a dick witch. I think it might be the first like specific instance where I am addressing potentially specifically a man as a dick witch. Usually we see the femmes coming out, but as we all know, no, dick witch is also not gender essentialist. Like anybody can be a dick witch. It's a set of behaviors. It is not a gender. And yeah, it's like technically like fuck boys, if you want to talk about it that way. Those are dick witches in the sense. So what we have here is this 10 of Wands justice, this thing that always works for this person. 5 of Wands, 10 of Cups, Ace of Wands. Something that they do fairly regularly within their community that has people like fighting over them, chasing them, seeing them as some sort of like high priority. And we have this person here who just went, skirt! And so this person might have taken a bit of an ego bruise from that, especially if this is something that is always working for them. So now we have this King of Pentacles. This is kind of amusing and sweet. Death. So now because of this, they've run into, oh, I'm going to forget, it's from The Dark Knight, and it's the Joker and Batman. He's like, this is what happens when like an unstoppable force meets some, it's that quote, whatever that quote is. It's like this person, like the Batman has met Joker, the Joker has met Batman. And so like now this person, if they actually want a relationship with them, would have to change themselves. And so what's interesting about this is, I don't know, this seems like for real to me though. It seems like this person might have finally run into someone who, like, if this is a man, right? They would be like, for you, I want to be a better man. Like it's shit like that. So, like the change seems fairly genuine, but this person, it's coming from like a calculated mindset though. If I'm reading this person's energy correctly, this is sort of like seriously 1 + 1 = 2. If I want this type of relationship, I'm looking at this Empress, I've watched them behave, I've seen them not take my bait. If I actually want them, this is the type of person I would have to become. I cannot be the King of Wands, I would have to be the King of Pentacles or the Emperor. So this is how they are changing themselves. But like what's unclear to me is like if this is just part of the game, like can I change myself and get this person? Or do they actually want like, do they actually want a similar sort of, is it something genuine for them? Is this an authentic change or is it just another manipulation, right? Because I mean, people do play long, weird games like that. Is very, very wild. So we'll look. 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. This person does not want to be rejected by whoever this is. I just can't tell the motive. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, well, 10 of Swords, the Lovers. They do not want to be rejected by this person. They want to, in some way, be with this person. And I got long-term, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. This person, this is like a long game. Like I'm motivated for this long-term change. 9 of Cups, Knight of Swords, for some sort of successful communication. This person's a bit obsessed because we have Queen of Wands and the Emperor. It seems like I want to make this change because they're very, very attracted to this person. They do like... Queen of Wands, King of Wands is out. I haven't seen the King of Swords out yet, but like Empress, Emperor is kind of in the air now. These people aren't necessarily uncompatible, or at least this King of Wands most definitely sees this person as an optimum match. And they're a bit obsessed with like creating whatever this is for themselves, like these changes, these long-term, I got to walk away from this and this and this and this to have what I want. Okay, we're going to go back to our little King of Wands here, all right? We're putting everybody back. does our King of Wands actually feel about this Queen of Swords? I just saw the Three of Swords peak. Whatever went down, like, this person took like an ego thing from whoever that Queen of Swords is. And like I said, the Queen of Swords was not being nasty or anything like that. It's just that my shit works on everybody. Why isn't it working on them? It's like this person triggered like deep introspection in this other party. And they're like, oh, how have I been living my life? If it's more genuine, you know, if it's not just this person being manipulative. So how does this King of Wands actually feel about this Queen of Swords? At the moment, I'm kind of digging this. It's very cute if true, you know? This King of Wands feels, they're attracted, they're optimistic, they feel in general positive. Knight of Pentacles, steadfast, loyal, it's still a page and a knight. But I mean, considering like this is essentially an upside down King of Wands, to have the Knight of Pentacles with someone that's pretty flighty is, you know, Seven of Wands, and here's why I'm not picking up on why I'm like questioning this. Whatever sort of relationships or relationship behaviors this person has been engaging with, it's potentially been this person's entire life up until this point. And so what I'm seeing on the board is like this person's attracted. They feel like very much like at least some sense of like commitment or dedication to this Queen of Swords. And it's sort of like a challenge at the moment, right? Like I want to fight for this. But I am not seeing any cups energy. I am not seeing any swords energy. And so it's not giving deceptive, but it's sort of like, realistically, if we're talking about a King of Wands like this, that's fairly good for them, right? Because if we saw like, oh, like Two of Cups, Four of Wands, you know, the Lovers, Hierophant, if that all came out, I would, you know, it's not that can't happen. It's just that this seems like more realistic energy for this person, right? So let's go ahead and go around again and just get a little bit of clarification. Two of Cups. So they are attracted to this person as a partner, at least. As some sort of partner, they are attracted to this person. They would like to be in some form of relationship with this person. That likely does include sexual activity or like a romantic component. Because I doubt this person, if this person was fine with just friends, then we wouldn't be having this read. The Knight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. This person does seem in their way, right? To have some sort of an equitable relationship here. But you know what it is? What's kind of weird about this person's mentality, because like this Queen of Cups is like the object of their ardor, right? What I was thinking in my mind when I saw those two things come out is like this person thinking like, oh, this person's actually worth it. Like this person is actually worth me like giving to them in this way or making these changes. Whoever this person has been dealing with in the past, they have had no respect for them. And to me, that suggests very much a self-esteem issue on their part. Or some very, very deep-seated like control issues. Like there's like intimacy stuff here like going on. It's not just that this person was a more casual person with the manipulation, with the thought process of these people are undeserving, this person is deserving. There's something like, there's some sort of deeper psychological component to that. That like that doesn't just happen unless, of course, also this person is dealing with some form of, you know, like antisocial personality disorder. This person could be a sociopath or a psychopath. Though I think it's the like psychopaths, it's a little bit, like the empathy and stuff is a little bit more like distant or non-existent. I'm not sure. I could be being very ignorant about that. And sociopaths, that they tend to just go ahead and say feel a little bit more. But it's giving very, if it's not anything that extreme, it's just that this person is not very much in touch with their emotions. And that could be, you know, for reasons, if it's not the other thing, where it's a more like extreme neurodivergency and not like a behavior pattern or like trauma thing. 7 of Wands, for this person at the moment, like, everything that I've said is true, but at the moment it's sort of like, I do not want to be rejected. That seems like kind of the biggest thing. So the way this person is thinking, it's not like, oh, I love this person and blah, blah, blah. They're more thinking of like, this person is like someone who actually deserves to be with me in this way. And also this is the type of person who is worthy of me acting this way. And also, I don't want to be beaten by this person. That's what it looks like to me. Can we get some information about this person's headspace, why it is that they tend to operate this way? Because I'm not gonna lie, like that's, I don't know what I would say about someone asking my advice about a partner like that, but like I think about things differently depending on what people are dealing with. And what people are willing to work through and change. Like people have different like stuff that they're willing to work through. This person hold on one second. I need a little bit more info. Okay. I don't know. Okay. This seems more like a, all right, I'm gonna go way out on a limb here. Because I have 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the Sun. Now, what I was thinking when I saw that is like, this person had a mom or a caregiver, right? The primary caregiver for this person who was showing up in a femme energy was a very self-centered person, whoever this was in the 9 of Pentacles. And they kind of made decisions based on their own self-centeredness. In the more extreme, this person had either a single parent, it's their mom, or it's a primary caregiver who is likely some form of narcissist, or just a deeply self-centered person who did not actually care about really or love this person in a healthfully attached way, right? Because even if like a narcissistic parent actually does love you, it is not healthfully attached love, and it is damaging. So, this and the more extreme thing that I saw, because I clarified the 9 of Pentacles, I got the 4 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. In the most extreme version of this story, this person's primary caregiver or their mom, whoever it was, and this would have been a very young mom. This is like a teen mom or a young 20s mom. And I'm not seeing any other men here. And based on what I'm seeing also in the energy potentially, like, I do think that this person likely came from a single parent household. This mom or this primary caregiver, 4 of Cups, 6 of Swords, they had multiple options. Now, these people weren't people that they were actually interested in. Like I said, it's giving very like narcissistic it's giving very like, but this person would travel or go to these options for money. This person's primary caregiver might have been a very traumatized spicy worker, like, it's something, I'm telling you, it's if they weren't like a formal spicy worker, if they were not like calling themselves a spicy worker who did in-person work in that capacity, the tuition, right? They were still entertaining multiple people for some sort of financial benefit with that Ace of Pentacles. And so that was the primary like decision-making process that this person was going towards, for like either survival purposes or just for self-centeredness purposes. And these decisions harmed this person as a child, our King of Wands. These choices, it's also possible that this primary caregiver was verbally abusive in some way, but they were not cared for as a child. And also, if this primary caregiver also had like other relationships with other men, King of Cups, that's potentially relationships with men who like to drink or were actually alcoholic. These were also self-centered, egotistical people who also did not give this person care. And also the Nine of Pentacles person, the mom or the primary caregiver, they would have centered these men or these other options, if they weren't men, over their own child or ward, okay, if that's not the biological parent. That's why. So this person is possibly dealing with a learned behavior that is also stemming from trauma, but also I'm getting like the very same like thought process vibes from whoever this person's mom or primary caregiver was that they have. It could be a mixture of both, right? We have people whose brains are functioning a bit differently, a bit outside of what we're considering neurotypical, and also we are dealing with some form of neglect and consistent trauma. That's what's up. That's why. So, I mean, that's a lot. That is a lot. So, what are this King of Wands' genuine intentions here for this relationship? Wow, this is an interesting story, if true, huge if true. Well, what is that? I just messed up all these cards. It seems like whatever this person feels, this person's very attracted to whoever this is, okay? They're very, very attracted. It seems like, though, that this person's feelings for them, okay? This person's feelings for them are very genuine. Primarily, though, because like what I've got in the emotions, I have the Page of Cups. Feeling whatever this person feels right now is a new experience for them. And like I said, it makes sense that this person is in an immature place with their feelings, despite how genuine they are, okay? But like I said, that's a realistic energy. And Queen of Wands, whoever, it's like the reason is just like, oh, this person is so attractive. It's like, it's almost giving a little bit of like, this person is viewing somebody as like their match, like their true match. It's like, this person can defeat me, therefore I must be their like wedded partner. It's like some shit like that. This person's wild. I don't hate, like I'm telling you right now, I don't hate it. I don't hate it, but I get how some people would be like, oh, no. What I see here is this person is genuinely, because I saw this Eight of Cups and I was saying like, oh, despite this person's very genuine feelings, it might not stop their deeply entrenched pattern of behaviors of ghosting people, of like, you know, doing the fuck shit. But what I got on that Eight of, well, the Hermit, I'm getting that as wise. It might be reiterating the ghosting. I don't think so, but let me just check because that could go either way. No, this person, look, I'm not gonna lie, it's white knuckling. This person is very dedicated to not repeating their own cycles with whoever this is. The Strength card is here. Like, this is not something that is easy for this person. It's not like, oh, love is present, therefore this person is completely different now and blah, blah, blah. That's not the case. Whatever changes this person is attempting to make and would be like, be persisting with throughout the relationship, this is something that is challenging for them. Very, very deeply challenging. So it's sort of like, you know, and then I have here the High Priestess and the Fool. It's almost sort of like, for this person, I will be a different person. This person makes me feel differently, therefore I will be differently. Yeah, Four of Swords. Like, Judgment, whatever this person is doing in their way, okay, is very genuine. It's a very true thing. It is also just not, I don't know if this type of thing would ever truly be, like, if you, I'm going to ask, okay, I'm going to ask about what, like, if you are feeling like you would be dealing with a person like this is a sort of person who'd be approaching you and you are not this person yourself. You know, that's a very profound choice. Because I don't see this person like, oh, I'm just gonna cheat or whatever. Like, this person feels like very dedicated, but it's just like, this is not like a traditional sort of loving relationship, is what I'm saying. It's different. Like, you would have to understand this person's capabilities for expressing love to you. And for some people, it's going to be a no. But I'm going to go ahead. But what I'm saying is, this person's love for you, these changes, these emotions, whatever you want to call it, that is very genuine. It's just that I don't know what percentage of you would even be willing to accept that from a person, because, you know, maybe it's not something that you particularly want to deal with. Especially if you have had stuff like go on in the past with people who like haven't treated you well. It just might be, you know, it's a no from you, dog. What could the collective expect getting into a relationship with this person if they, you know, do their approach and they, if things go as it is going in the energy? Empress, Six of Cups, Eight of Wands, Five of Wands. And what's that Five of Wands? Let me look at that Eight of Wands. Okay. What it seems like is this person would consider you their one and only. Now, what does that mean though? They consider you the Empress, and there's all kinds of stuff confirming that for me, that they would treat you that way. Okay, it looks like they would profess. Like, here's the thing, is this person's coming up as the King of Swords. They in this Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles energy, Ace of Cups, Judge. It's like this person has made some sort of decision about you, but it's sort of like, and I'm not meaning this in a rude way, this person would just know, in knowing you, this is how this person expects to be treated, and so I am going to treat them that way, but this is not coming from this person's heart. And what I mean is, this is not how this person expresses themselves, is what I mean. I'm not saying that how they treat you isn't real, but it's just sort of like someone going, they can only be who they are, right? And so they're going to treat you how the one and only is to be treated, but they might not ever fully, really, deep down understand that. They just know that that's how, that's how it looks. And so they're gonna do it. And I'm trying to explain it in such a way that I'm feeling it. It's not a game. I'm not talking about this person playing a game. I'm talking about the way this person experiences their own feelings. That is the only, they're going to give you exactly what you want, but it's because they care about you. Not because they're actually particularly wanting to do this. Now, this person is always going to feel some type of way for other people. Six of Cups, it can go one of two ways. I'm going to read it one of two ways, okay? It can go one of two ways. This person's always going to feel like they're always going to, for past people, whatever, there's some sort of temptation, devil-like thing on this. However, because of their that's what I'm talking about. That's actually never going to go. I'm not talking about them continuously cheating. That's not what I'm seeing here. But the desire to do it, that's why I'm saying it's like a white knuckle thing. The only reason why this person is doing this is because they care in their way about you. And they know that if I do this thing, it's pure math for this person. If I want 1 + 1 to equal 2, I can't go 1 + 1 + 1 because that equals 3. It's not because this person doesn't want to do that, but they want what they want with you more than that other thing. And so they're not going to do it. They will communicate this new form of structure to these other people. I don't even know that y'all would know about this, because what I was looking, I was this is looking to me I couldn't tell because the Hierophant is here. I was is this person just going to secretly communicate with these other people if you get involved with them, and they're not just telling you so they can have everything? It doesn't seem that way. It seems despite whatever that Six of Cups, Knight of Wands, the devil thing is, they would be communicating to these other people, or not. It's sort of their Hierophant thing, this Hierophant structure that they're that they're enacting on themselves is sort of it's they're not going to do it because of these changes that they've made. It's no, I'm this sort of a person now, so I've got to communicate that to y'all. Because because I was looking at all that and I was look, I'm still confused because I don't want to give, I feel am I trying to be too positive about this shit, right? So I asked, I was I really need, please, just a clear statement, because these cards are a bit confusing and I can take them either way. Either way. what I see when I ask for the clarification, I see the Three of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. This is shifting the painful, like third parties or whatever. Nine of Wands, 10 of Wands, difficult for this person to do, challenging. 10 of Swords, 7 of Cups. I am not dealing with these other people. But like I said, it's like, you've got to understand, like, you would have to understand the mentality of this person and also, like, not be upset by that. Because I actually see this person, like, likely being very faithful. But it's not because they feel very much differently. It's not because, oh, well, because I love this person, I simply don't desire other people anymore. That's not it. It's pure math to this person. It's like, what do you want more? This or this? If it's this, then do this. And that's it. So, like I said, this person would, like, treat you very well, but it's sort of like, how do you feel about the mentality for really, really real? How do you feel about that? Before I get to final results outcome, you know what? Usually at this point, this is where I would promote House of Tulip and solicit for donations on their behalf from the channel. I'm not including their link on it this time. We're just going into final results outcome. It's just that for some of these reads, I just feel kind of weird associating like a nonprofit with the narrative of the read. It's not that I don't want to, like, but if you've watched the reads before, you know what I'm talking about. You can find the link at your leisure on one of the other reads that includes it. But it feels weird. Some of this stuff, like advertising on a read or like whatever, just, you know, seems a bit odd. So today, we'll just go right to the final advice outcome. All right, final advice outcome. Oh. I don't know about that. Final advice, well, 5 of Cups, I got the 5 of Cups back. It's this person with their bruised ego, closing this out, moving on from this, and making whatever changes that they want to make, okay? Because I had 5 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, and I was like, what the hell does that mean? 4 of Pentacles, this person is holding back from their other options even now. 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups. But that's part of, like, this person is probably, I would guess they're testing themselves. Can I even do this? If this person can't even just do that long term, they're probably not even going to make a move. They're not going to set themselves up that way. Yeah, 10 of Swords, they're like, just, it's almost like this person is killing their past self or their, like, past behavior. 10 of Swords. Yeah, this is their past behavior. Like Temperance on that, Page of Pentacles, it's like specifically to make the move. And then 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Like I said, this person was working on money. 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. Queen of Pentacles, this person, the final outcome, Lovers at the bottom of the deck. This person is going through, this person's going through it, okay? I'm giving them credit, all right? This person is specifically going through all of this inner turmoil, all of this inner conflict, enduring it, and also somehow like getting their money up as well. I don't know. It is specifically so they can be like, Please take me. I don't know what the hell happened to this person or what y'all did. I don't know. But this... Let me see, how would the collective respond to this? The greater percentage, okay? If y'all are like, hell no, then you're just in the smaller percentage, unless we get the hell no just out on the board. I'm just very curious how the collective would respond to this person. The collective, 9 of Cups, I don't know. 8 of Cups. King of Cups, I don't see you responding negatively. It seems more like compassionately, but that doesn't tell me, like, I don't know that you would actually get into a relationship with this person. I think you might celebrate them doing what they've done. Get a little clarity, and then we got to get out of here because this is long. We got to get the son and the father. But this has been this has been an interesting read for me. Fascinated. I'm actually seeing you not really responding negatively. I do see you like it's a positive response, but there is caution on it and being very clear about boundaries and stuff like that. This person's going to tell you they've left these sort of behaviors behind, and that's like it's kind of like that's what you're responding to. Or you're like part of, yeah, okay, so part of this conversation. So it's not like you're responding like super terribly to this person, but you are also making clear to them that if these, because I've got 8 of Cups, King of Wands, Queen of Swords, I'm responding favorably to you. I'm not totally closed off to you, but if you do this if you do this thing, if I even get a hint of it, I'm out of here. Like, I'm not staying with you. King of Cups, 2 of Cups, the Hermit, Queen of Cups. If that is your response, if you are aligned with that sort of energy based on what I've just said, I actually don't see this being a bad match at all. Long term, like y'all could even work together depending, right? Because this person's not coming in with like a marriage proposal, but it seems like they're being very direct about like the type of person that they are. And so it's just sort of like, we'll see how it goes, right? But I mean, if you are in that percentage of people who would be willing to do that, I don't see it going bad at all. I actually see it probably going very well. That is like, this is a relationship for like mature people, okay? Like people who are willing to like see who people really are. Like, I'm not gonna get into all of that. I'm just saying, like, obviously it's a unique situation and it's for unique people, okay? So let's go ahead and get Jesus on it. Good Lord. And if you are a therapist, I don't know, we were saying that Queen of Swords might have a unique insight into psychology and emotions and all of that, so perhaps that's why. I swear to you though, what I just got was like, this is like light and L meeting each other. I mean, not light and L. That's the same person. The detective one, oh my, it's been a while since I've seen Death Note. I'm sorry, y'all. It's like Light Yagami, and it's the guy who like is super into sweets. You know who I'm talking about. With the dark circles. Jesus says, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. This is like, this person's trying, they're trying to understand that mentality. I think if you're like a very compassionate person, they find this very fascinating, okay? Peace be with you. Also, if you do not treat this person like with disgust, like if this person is able to actually be themselves around you, like in that way, right? If you understand that sort of relationship, that also might be something that like this person actually feels relaxed around you because they don't have to fake it, right? And part of the reason why they might be doing what they're doing is because they feel like no one's going to understand them. Okay. I will come back and take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am. So like I said, this is someone you know. It's not someone you've been in a relationship with. But like, if there was somebody who like, I don't know, you haven't talked to them in a while or whatever. It's like, oh yeah, such and such, I haven't seen them in forever. It's because they're doing all of this shit behind the scenes, but they're intending to come back and talk to you. Nothing shall by any means hurt you. This is that person's intentions. Okay. And then don't be afraid, just have faith. All right. So the Son, of course, precedes the Father, and we will end, of course, on the highest authority as always. We are ending with our Father Bob, who art in heaven. We close with the word of Bob that is good all the time. All right, one more Bob. Bob says, find freedom on this canvas. It may be that you and this person really can like be your complete true selves with each other, but especially for this person, part of the reason why they might do what they do is because they know the way they think isn't how other people think. And it might actually be a relief to them to not have to constantly manipulate other people. Perhaps, I don't know. Bob also says, just let go and fall like a little waterfall. Whatever this relationship is, if it manifests for you, if you decide to get involved with it, I'm not seeing it as an issue. It's just that obviously that is an incredible amount of trust and faith that you would be putting in yourself, that person, and within the forces, right? And finally, go out on a limb. That's where the fruit is. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. So, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, I am your GM, your game master for this, the game of life. I'm also, of course, the greatest magician of the age and perhaps the greatest magician of all time. And together, you and I will perform the greatest magic trick of all time. We will reverse the polarities of the world, make America great for once, fly this boat to the moon somehow, shift our world onto the mega happy timeline, perhaps leaving it a much better place than it ever has been before. Because we are, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, crawling on the planet's face, some insects called the human race, lost in time and lost in space. End meaning.